Hi all, it's Jordan with Kansas Wheat again, and we're back here in Wallace County in western Kansas with David Schemm, a local wheat farmer. So we are hoping that maybe David could get started talking with a little bit about the importance of soil conservation and how it works with wheat farming.
Sure, Jordan. So kind of what we've got going on here, as I talked earlier, the one thing that we fight sometimes can be is residue. This is last year's corn stalks out here, and we've got just a lot of nice residue out here. This is what's so important about our soils out here. This here, like I said earlier, not only does it help stop wind erosion that we fight out here, but it also helps to prevent water erosion with our sloping land out here. And sometimes we get thunderstorms out here that can dump just a lot of rain really fast, and so that can create erosion if we don't have this wonderful residue out here. The other benefit of the residue, obviously, is that it starts to break down. We get soil microbes and we get earthworms out here in the soil that'll break down all this residue that we see in here, and it provides just a better quality soil for us with more organic matter in it, and that's what makes our soil able to grow out here. And so that's really important for us out here, and that's what we're focused upon. When we start to dig down here, get out my trusty knife, and we're going to start to dig down. I'm going to start to look for my seeds out here, and start to try to find where exactly we're placing those seeds down in the soil, because we're trying to make sure that we get them into moisture. And so
while you're looking, somebody asked, are you concerned about maybe an early frost this time around?
An early frost, right there was one seed that we just dug up. An early frost does not concern us as much out here with the wheat. I think we'll be okay. There, I found another seed. It was located right down in here, and so we got good. Oh, there's one right there. Come around here, you can see that seed right there. So we've got it placed into moisture here. If I take my knife and I kind of pull that, and you can kind of see how that sticks together, and that tells me that we got moisture in that soil. And so we got nice seed placement out here. We've got moisture that we're going into. An early frost, I'm just not really worried too much about out here. Our biggest goal that we try to time out here, we try to wait late enough in the year so that some of the bugs and insects that gives us pressure on the wheat kind of die and go away. It's not as much of a factor. We also try to wait what we call a Hessian fly-free date. But we also try to plant early enough that we get a good root structure on this wheat out here so it can handle that early frost if it does come in there. So that's always the balancing act, and every year is different. And that's why most wheat farmers out here, if you actually talk to them, we probably plant a little bit of wheat, maybe just a touch early, and then we kind of take our time and get all the wheat in, but we end up with probably some of our fields just a touch late, because we never know what the year is going to come about. And that's always the thought that's what my dad has always thought, and that's what my grandpa has always thought. And it seems like some years the early planted wheat is the way we should have gone, and the late planted wheat is the way we should have gone. And so by having a little bit early and a little bit late, we hope to kind of have an average.
Perfect. And so what does it take in order to get a good wheat crop there in the summer? And for those of you who are just joining in, this is David Schemm, a wheat farmer from western Kansas.
To get a good wheat crop, it's moisture, it's having the right variety of wheat, it's having good fertility and fertilizer out there. We do soil tests. We can't afford to waste excessive fertilizer. We don't want to harm our streams. We want to take care of them. So we do soil tests. We find out what the needs of the wheat plant out here are. And so we put out the right fertilizer for the wheat to get the maximum yield we can, but to be able to utilize all that fertilizer.
Perfect. And I'm just going to do a quick pan shot around. This is where the wheat has been planted, and if you look, these rows here are really, really straight. Would you like to remind people how you did that? Because I mean, I know you're a good tractor driver, but are you that good?
Jordan, I would like to claim that I'm that good just by hand steering, but no, I'm not. If we walk over here, that's where we were talking earlier about using GPS. And so if you notice, that's our last pass, and you can see where the tractor has been driving us now in this pass. And so, you know, this is just another way that as farmers we're trying to do our job to make sure that we take care of the land. We're not trying to overlap too much, which causes us to double apply seed and fertilizer. So that's where the GPS has done wonderful things to be able to make us more efficient and take better care of the land that we've been entrusted with.
So what you're saying is it wasn't you with your hands on the wheel at all. It was all just automatic.
It was all the tractor and GPS steering for us. That's exactly right. That's what it was. And so, yeah, it does a really good job. I don't do quite that good.
All right. Well, do you have any final thoughts for us right now, David?
Not a lot of final thoughts other than this year is looking like it's going to be a really good wheat crop for us out here, at least initially here. It looks like we've got some moisture for this seed to go into to get started off on a good note this year, and to be able to get a great crop off and going. So I'm excited about this year. The other night I was able actually to be drilling wheat as I saw the blood moon come up. So I'm hoping that it shows a good omen for this next year's wheat crop.
All right. Thanks for tuning in. Again, this is Jordan with Kansas Wheat and David Schemm, a Western Kansas wheat farmer. Feel free to follow our Periscope channel and watch for more Plant 15 videos. Thanks!